Hey, Jeff here, and in this video we're going to take one bill and flip it for 4 hours to see how much money we can make or lose. So hit that like button, strap in, grab a snack, and let's get going. With one bill, I can cast a rather large net with different items. So I start with the Elder Maul, which is 140 mil now. Like Dragon Claws, which is always a pretty decent item for me. The Void Waker, which I ended up buying really fast, which can be a good or bad sign, but I end up trying to throw it in there. We try to buy the Dragon Hunter Crossbow, and Dragon Hunter Lance are both pretty good items. Right now, I'm just trying one each of every item, just trying to cast my net wide to try to find some of those like little nuggies of goodness. There's the Dragon Claws that bought, that's a good start, and they end up selling for a profit of 162k. By the Dragon Hunter Lance, we get another set of Dragon Claws. Things are already moving 5 minutes into the 4-hour challenge. The Void Waker ends up selling for 81k, so already 5 minutes into this made a $250,000 profit. I was smiling ear to ear for that one. Dragon Claws sell for 162k, so now we're already up to a 500k profit. So I'm very happy with that. Try to get a Dragon Warhammer, not the Rune Warhammer. Dragon Warhammer is gonna be a great item, very volatile right now with the updates. Buy another Dragon Claw. Try to throw that in for that profit of 162k if it ends up selling. End up selling the Dragon Hunter Lance for 201k profit. Sell another claw for 162. The profits are just flying in. Warhammer sells for 120k profit. Profit is now my middle name. I legally changed it. Better than my old middle name, which was D, short for disappointment. Get the Twisted Buckler, get the Dragon Hunter Lance, just items are flying in, just peddle me your items, baby. Buy the Dragon Claws, try to sell that, they end up selling for another profit of 162k, that's my new slogan, the profit of 162k. So buy the 2 Dragon Warhammers, check the price of what to sell it at, throw them in there to sell them, one ends up selling, and then the other one ends up selling. Eventually, the Dragon Hunter Lance was a 201k profit. There goes the Warhammer. I told you it was eventually going to sell, and that was a nice 240k profit. The Twisted Buckler ends up selling for just 92k. 92k, that's so small. Well, we did have 81k profit before. Cancel out some of those slower moving items. It's been 27 minutes into the 4-hour challenge. Close out the Dragon Hunter Crossbow. Maybe I'll try it again later. They bring out the old Sang Staff, which can be a very, very good item, or just be completely like I'll miss it completely. It's like one of those weird items, but this time it comes through pretty fast. 30 minutes in, we hit a little bit of a lull. We buy 1 Warhammer, 2 Warhammers, we throw those in to sell, hopefully to regain that profit of 240k, and we do another $250,000 profit gain. Try to buy 2 more, a few more minutes go by, we get one of them. I always like getting the one and not the second one, especially if it takes several minutes. We got 2 more, try to throw those in to make the profit. End up buying the Virtus Robe Top, which was nice, and the Sang ended up selling. You see that up there, that sold for a profit of 228k. These profits are insane. The Virtus Robe Top sold for a 377k profit. Get 2 of the bucklers, so I'm just trying to increase the volume on those. Still feeling out some of the items. The Sang ended up buying there. Try to cancel out the one item to try the Kodai out. The Kodai can be another one of those items like the Dragon Claws that can have a pretty high amount of volume sold per day, so you can make a pretty good amount of money. Sold another Sang Staff for another 228k. End up buying the Kodai wand as well, so just these money-making opportunities are just really blossoming for me, and I'm just really happy that this challenge has been going so well in the first 45 minutes, and the Kodai sells for a profit of 714k. 714k on one item, that blew my mind. Void Waker sold for 81k profit. Having one bill in 4 hours to play with lets me really play with these items a little bit more. As 2 Warhammers sold for 240k profit. The Sang Staff, we end up buying one of those, try to sell that for what would be another 28k profit, and it sells for that 228k profit. That's just beautiful. End up buying the Void Waker, try to sell the Void Waker. It's just all about buying and selling. Well, all for buying for lower and selling for higher, as we get another Sang Staff, which has just been a very good money maker for me, and a couple of the Dragon Hunter Lances to buy, so I try to sell those, and that would be a great profit too, as we end up selling the Sang for a 228k profit, and the Void Waker ends up selling for a nice profit of 148k. In the first hour I made 4.295 mil. That is actually incredible for 1 hour of flipping. Let's see if we can top it in the second hour. Already off to a good start buying the Sang Staff and now getting the Void Waker. I always love when I get flips. Seeing the green makes me happy, and at this 3-hour mark I was actually eating a pizza too for a little bit of extra lore. The Sang sells for a 228k profit. The 2 Dragon Hunter Lances sell for a 403k profit. Profit. No L's for losses, and we sell the Void Waker for 148k profit. So I widened the gap there. I actually increased our profit margin for the initial 81k to the 148k, and we ended up buying one right away. So I tried to sell it, or I actually sold it. So that's another 148k. So much going on, man. It's just blowing my mind. Oh, sorry, I'm back from that one. That was exciting stuff. I sell another Void Waker for 148k, sell the Sang Staff for another 228k. These are just crazy profits, way more money than you make picking flax in 2008. Try to buy it or sell another Void Waker, make a little extra money on it. Sell the 2 Dragon Hunter Lances for that 403k profit. Sell the Void Waker for 148k profit. I can't even keep up. Dragon Claws come through. It's probably been about 45 minutes since we bought the last pair of those, so you never know if you just got to keep items in there. And I mean, I know I'm doing this for a video, but if while doing this you could be playing a different game, you could be on a different account, you could be doing all sorts of stuff. You don't need to be staring at the screen like I was more or less doing this whole thing, as I'm just melting out profits right now, just buying items, selling them. It's just been, this whole process is great. If you made it this far in this video, please leave a like, subscribe for more. These videos take a lot of effort. This video is 4 hours long and did down to about 15 minutes, so leave a like for some love, man. I dropped the Dragon Claws into the GE and they sell for that nice profit of 162k. These profits are awesome. Bucklers end up selling for 185k for the 2 of them total, not one profit, but it took a while, and I'm like, I have all this money sitting here. I'm going to invest it more into one item and try to get a huge return on my investment. I cancel the Dragon Hunter Lance with 1 out of 2 just to sell the one, and it ends up selling for a 255k profit. Cancel those Virtus robe tops off. It's been about 45 minutes, a half hour since I put that offer in. Try to get something else that maybe will move so I'm not using too much time, and the Torva Full Helm ends up buying, and that was pretty exciting and pretty nerve-wracking because that is 250 mil, and it ends up selling for a profit of 505k. My GE started heating up into a bit of a fire sale, and I get the Missouri body and the Missouri chops, try to throw those in for that beautiful profit, cancel out the Dragon Warhammer that wasn't moving to try to sell the one that I did end up getting. Now everything started sitting, I get nervous, cancel out the Void Waker, it started slowing down, try this Altor ring out, and we sell the Missouri body for a profit of 345k, sell the Dragon Warhammer for a profit of 140k, looks like the Dragon Hunter Lance maybe ended up buying right there, and we got another Torva Full Helm, which the first one was a 500k profit. I'm really hoping I can still make that good return of investment on the second one. Another Missouri body ends up buying Missouri body buying, and buy one of those, sell the Torva Full Helm for a 505k profit, and sold the Dragon Hunter Lance for a 270k profit. That's 700k in those 2 items right there. Buy another Dragon Claw, just all sorts of profit opportunities. The Missouri body ends up selling for 345k, so almost made 800k off those 3 items. Sell the Dragon Claws for 211k, so almost a mil in those items. Missouri Chaps for 150k, a little over 1 mil now. Buy another Missouri Chaps. Just, it's going crazy. My mind can't keep up with this. We scoop up another pair of Dragon Claws, which were one of my favorite items in all of RuneScape history, and we sell another Missouri Chap for 150k, and we sell those glorious Dragon Claws for a 211k profit. Hour 2 comes to an end, and we made a profit of 5.9 mil. That is absolutely insane, so let's jump into hour 3. I tried the Zarite Van Braces, I canceled the Altor Ring, I'm almost sat for a full hour. Tried the Rapier out again. The Rapier before didn't work out, and I actually canceled it out because it did not look like how the graph looked. So I tried the Dragon Hunter Crossbow out again, which did not work earlier, but the Dragon Hunter Lance had been such a good item. I'm like, the crossbow has to work, and the Van Braces ended up buying, which was good but bad sign, so a little nervous because that was an item I was more expecting to take a bit, but hopefully make a big profit on. As we get the Spectral Shield in, and we buy our first Ancestral Robe Bottom. I cancel out the Dragon Claws for the Dosi, or also known as the Bandos Chestplate. I like the Bandos Chestplate and the Bandos Tassets. It can be one of those kind of a lower return on your investment but a high volatility item. And the Ancestral Bottom sell for 315k. That's hour 3, started on a high note, man. I buy the BCP and sell the Missouri Chaps for a nice profit of 150k. I try to sell the BCP and it sells for 68k. That's not too bad. If you get all 8 of them, that's a 480k profit. I try to buy 2 of them, one is not buying. cancel out an offer for something, try to get the Kodai one, buy another Masori Chap, which is just nice, check the price, try to sell it, get one of the two, there's the second chest plate, BCP baby, try to sell those. Someone sold their Spectral Spirit Shield to me, so I'm forever grateful for that someone, try to sell that, get the Kodai one, try to put that in for a nice profit, buy a Dragon Hunter crossbow, finally get one of those, and I was trying to get one, and it ends up selling for a profit of 273k, and the Spectral ends up selling for a profit of 120k, and I'm also starting to sell the Bandos chest plate, so a little shaky on the start of hour 3, it's about a half hour into it, and things just were not moving to start, but now the things are starting to move, as a Kodai wand also ended up selling for a 388k profit. I put an offer in to sell 2 more chest plates since I made it such a nice profit the first time around, but they did an instant cancel, get another tour of a full helm, which makes me nervous every time, because I'm like, if that price takes a big dip, I am just out of luck. Get a Spectral Shield, that's just blowing my expectations out of the water to get that Spectral. The Masori Chap ends up selling for 172k, the 2 Bandos chest plates ends up selling for 137k, the profits are just rolling in. Kodai wand buy, Zarite Van Braces sell, try to sell the wand, the Van Brace to sell for a profit of 456k, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. That's awesome. Try to sell more Masori Chaps, buy another Zarite Van. The stuff's going crazy. I can't even keep up. Another Kodai wand ends up selling for 338k, sell another Zarite for 436k, sell the Spectral for 120k. It's just, when's it ever gonna stop? I hope it doesn't. Probably in an hour 19 minutes. Put another offer in for another Spectral Shield, buy a Dragon Hunter crossbow. That's another Dragon Hunter crossbow coming through there. Masori Chap sells for 172k profit. I love making these profits. This has just been a video of all profits, as the Dragon Hunter crossbow sells for 213k profit. Try to buy 2, 1 comes through, so we try to sell that. Ends up selling for that sweet 213k profit. We snag another Zarite Van Braces, so we try to make another profit on that. Buy another Masori Chap. I'm addicted to these profits. Get the Dragon Hunter crossbow, the DHC, buy 1 BCP. The second one wasn't coming through, so I just cut my losses. I'm like, I'll just get one, mistype the price there, switch the price. So I almost had a big whoopsie daisy there. We make 102k off the Masori Chaps, 59k off the Bandos chest plate, and we make a sweet profit of 351k on the Torva full helm, which made me very, very happy. And we get another Masori Chap, another Bandos chest plate. I don't even have time to breathe in between these offers. We end up making 441k and 59k on the Bandos chest plate to end that hour. Hour 3 is a profit of 4.7 mil. Let's get into the final hour. Sorry for your ears. The BCP sold for 59k profit. The Dragon Hunter crossbow sold for 213k profit. We end up buying the Zarite Van Braces. We try to sell those. They end up selling for 411k profit. The profits are rolling in. Buy another set of Vams. Got my hands covered with these Vams. I'm like, let's get rid of them. I'll sell them. Get rid of the Ancestral Robe Bottoms. Wasn't moving. We tried the Rapier for the 3rd or 4th time. I just want to keep trying that Rapier out. I'm just like, let's get it working. The Web Weaver bow, that could be a good item. And the Zarite Van Braces sell for another 411k. We end up buying the Rapier, so it works out, and ends up selling. We get the Torva full helm. I kind of looked there in shock. I'm like, we got another Torva full helm. I'm not even looking at the Rapier. Buy the Dragon Hunter crossbow, and the Rapier ends up selling for a profit of 127k, and the Torva full helm sells for 485k. Both of my pointy swords come through, and the Torva full helm comes through, and I almost made a mill off the last Torva full helm, so I was getting really excited. The heart rate was probably up in like the 120s by now. It was real hype. The Dragon Hunter crossbow comes in. I'm very excited about that. This stuff is working 4 hours in, and there goes the Torva full helm for that 480k profit. That's almost a mil. Buy the Web Weaver bow and the Zarite Van Braces. Got my hands covered in those Van Braces, and I'm like, I got rid of them again. Get rid of those. End up selling the Web Weaver bow, or buying the Web Weaver bow. Oh no, I ended up selling it. Oh, there's so much going on. 91k profit for the Web Weaver bow, as the Dragon Hunter crossbow sells for 213k profit. We buy another one. It's like, a quarter mil pretty much for those. That's awesome. And there goes, and again for another 213k profit. There goes again. And I get rid of those pointy swords. I'm like, the Rapier wasn't working. Try the Saturated Heart out. Get 1 Web Weaver bow. Cancel out the the BCPs. Try the ACBs or ACCs. I don't know, ACB, that's what the people call it. Already buy one, try to sell it, try to sell the 2 Web Weaver bows, sell the Zarite Van Braces for a 441k profit, buy another pair, try to sell it. I sell those Van Braces right away, get the Masori Chaps, throw that offer in as fast as I can. We're down to those last 10 minutes. The Zarite Van Braces sell for a 441k profit. We sell the 2 Web Weaver bows for 182k profit. And I drop the ACB price as we get down to the last minute here. Before time runs out, I go and cancel the buy offers and wait for my 2 sell offers to sell. As you know by my unwritten rules, if a sell offer is in as time runs out, I will give it time to sell. As the Masori chaps sell, the Web Weaver, I drop the price in a little bit because I'm like, I don't want to sit here forever. And they all three end up selling for 202k profit for the Masori chaps, 172k profit for the crossbow, and 51k profit for the Web Weaver. And we go in for the total profit. We made 6.1 mil in the last hour. And we go in for the total profit, which if you made it this far, please like and subscribe, and the total profit ends up being 21.1 mil in 4 hours. That is absolutely crazy. So if you like that video and you like this, subscribe for more. I'm Jeff, and I will see you next time. You're cute.